everybody start to sing. La-dee-ah, whoa, now you're singing.
YouTube, what up? Welcome back to another Pounds 978 custom video. And yeah, we got a custom finally, right? This is ISOM from a new comic series created by Eric July, the Rippaverse. You should check him out on his YouTube channel if you want to know more about the character. I don't really know too much. I know that he looked cool and I wanted to support the Rippaverse in some way because it's different and it's out of the norm of the Marvel DC. This is a new comic series, so I hope that it does well. It seems to be doing pretty well already. Again, I don't know much about it. You can check that out if you want. But more about the custom, if you haven't noticed already, this is a new buck Hasbro gave us on the Vulcan body. And I thought it would look perfect as an ISOM custom because it fit the body proportions pretty well. It's not too big, not too small. It's kind of like the next big thing in comparison to the Sunfire mold. And the face is actually Vulcan's face and head. I just ripped the hair off, added my own sculpt and a beard, well, a little goatee and the mustache. I'm not too mad at the hair. I think it came out pretty cool. I don't really sculpt hair often, but I think it does look like curly hair. Sometimes ISOM is depicted in different ways. I've seen like maybe 4 or 5 reference shots and his hair is slightly different along with his mustache and goatee. But I think I did the best I could. He does have his hairline pushed back a little bit. I was gonna add some shading to the hair, the face, and the body. I still might, as a matter of fact, but I just wanted to show you guys really quick, show you that I'm still working on customs. But I also like the smooth matte finish on it, like the satin finish, where the gold isn't too metallic, but it still shines. Had to mix gold with a little bit of orange and some yellow in order to get this color. I tried my best, but again, in different pictures, he's different colors. The blue is a little grayer and the gold is a little more orange or copper. And so I just tried to be reasonable with the amount of darkness I wanted on the gold. It does articulate pretty well. A lot of people ask me about how do you sand and prep pinless action figures. And it's the same thing. Maybe one day I'll make a tutorial on how to sand and prepare your figure before painting, because I still haven't done that. I've shown you how to paint, but I haven't shown you how to exactly sand. Let me know in the comments if you think I should add some shading on the blue. At the very least, I want to add a little bit of highlight on the blue to give it that shading look. And I might not do the face only because I'll have to redo the eyes, and I'm terrible with eyes. That took me at least 3 or 4 attempts to even get it symmetrical in between the nose, so that was tough. Everything else was pretty simple, just solid colors. And again, I like the contrast. I like the way it looks. It reminds me of a Spider-Man to a degree, like the suit design. There's no web pattern on it, but the suit design itself, from the chest to the torso to the waist, reminds me of a Spider-Man suit. And so when I was looking at it, it already looked familiar. So I wanted to give it a go. And this is my quick attempt on an ISOM custom. I wanted to sculpt all the gold parts, or at least around the edges, so that way it looks like they're sculpted, embedded into the costume. But I feel like painting it would be clean enough that it would still give you that perception that it's somewhat sculpted. Same thing with the cross and the 2 lines in the waist area. I wanted to sculpt that to make sure it was defined because that's a symbol, so I wanted you to see that. But I felt like having the silver over the gold, you'd still be able to see it. And so I just try to layer the silver out a couple times to give it a little bit of depth. Yes, the joints were probably a little more problematic than normal because of the pinless body, but again, it's definitely doable. So I do want to get one of these videos out as fast as I can. But I did say earlier that he does look familiar, and because it reminded me of Spider-Man so much, I decided to add a SpiderMan head with it. Actually, the truth is, I was second guessing myself when it came to making the head on ISOM. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to pull it off. Not really good in painting eyes, and sculpting the hair was easier than I thought it would be, but I thought it would be more of a challenge. And so I thought maybe it'd be best to just make a custom Spider ISOM rather than the entire ISOM character. But I'm pretty happy and satisfied with how the head came out. Not this one, the ISOM head, but this one doesn't look bad either. I didn't know how to go with it, whether to make a gold mask with blue eyes, but I decided to make the blue mask instead because it kind of goes with the neck and the shoulder area. ISOM Spider next to the retro Spider-Man. See, the bodies aren't too far apart. They look pretty good. In fact, I think you could even use the Vulcan body for the animated series Spider-Man, like the cartoon one that they have. the Walmart exclusive, I think this body would have been perfect for it because he is a little more buff in the upper torso. And here's the Sunfire body, the Webman. You see all three bodies are different, but not too far apart. Again, they all work for Spider-Man. Vulcan would only work for a few specific type of Spider-Man. Even the Raimiverse would be great on this body. But I don't think the Vulcan body is better than any of these two bodies for Spider-Man. I love the butterfly joints on both of them. I'm not too impressed with the butterfly joints on the Vulcan body. They're pretty stiff. It's like they're there for no reason. And they were tough to work around, actually. They were the hardest butterfly joints I had to work around in order to prevent paint rub. I tried my hardest again to make this figure be posable without any paint rub. If you want to see a black Spider-Man, here it is. Same body as the one on the left, the retro Spider-Man. These are the newest, some of the newest bodies Hasbro has given us for Spider-Man action figures, and I think they all look good. You could even put the ISOM head on one of these bodies, and I think it would still work for the character because ISOM isn't really too big anyway. I made this as a fun project. Nobody commissioned this. Not too many people have even heard of the character, but I follow Young Ripper on YouTube. I watch some of his videos, and I've kind of been watching the progression in the ISOM series, and so I wanted to make it for fun. I also even want to offer it to him. I left him a message on Instagram. He hasn't responded yet, so if he doesn't respond within another week or so, I'll probably put it on eBay or something, or if you guys want to hit me up on Instagram, it'll probably be for sale. But I do want to offer it to him first for free, just because it is his character and it would look cool on a shelf of his if he wants to value his character with his action figure, kind of. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. What do you think about the custom? If you know anything about the character, let me know in the comment section below. Congratulations, Young Ripper, for doing the damn thing when it came to publishing those comic books. I know they sold a lot, and this action figure is yours. If you want it, you can hit me back. If not, again, it'll be posted up for anyone else who wants to get their hands on it. But for now, feel free to give your boy a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more custom videos, because there will be more customs coming. Stay tuned. Appreciate it.
But if you choose to subscribe, you the man. Yes, you. Everyone below in the comments, yes, you too. Thank you very much for showing me love. Who knew? It's ironic how we think out the box for you too, right?
Sing, 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 sing.